In keeping with recent India-Pakistan trends, it's once again a one-sided landslide of a victory to India by 9 wickets in the Super 4 encounter in Dubai of the Asia Cup 2018, courtesy exactly what we thought the threat would be at 237 for 7, how good India's openers were, and they showed it. Rohit Sharma with a 19th ODI 100, Shikhar Dhawan with a 15th ODI 100, after all that Pakistan managed after winning the toss for 237 for 7. They didn't help their cause with a couple of drop catches, and otherwise the wicket came in the only fashion that it would otherwise, in the form of a run out. This is our post show on ESPN Cricket Info Match Day, powered by our technology partner Vivo, still in the company of Ajit Agarkar, Sanjay Manjrekar and Sakleen Mushtaq, who I'm sure will drill into this and dissect this result from a Pakistan point of view as to how they can improve. But Ajit, that was as one-sided as we feared almost, Ajit.
Yeah, I mean, once those two get going, it's hard to stop. Pakistan just didn't, again, you've not said it too many times through their history that they don't look like having wicket-taking bowlers.
Good point.
It's very rare. I mean, looked pretty flat, that bowling performance. Good pitch, probably the best pitch in this tournament. But once they dropped Rohit early, I think there was only one result.
Sanjay?
Well, batting got exposed in the last match, and in this match, the bowling. So, 2 India-Pakistan matches and 2 damp squibs.
Where would Pakistan first point the finger if they have to look back and say, where did they get this game wrong, Sakleen? Is it batting letting them down, or even the bowlers not making 237 seem like a lot more?
I think I'll give a lot of credit to Indian bowlers and Indian team. I think they are too strong against Pakistan in bowling, in batting, and the fielding. I think three department they were outclassed. Fabulous cricket from them. Pakistani again, they let us down in batting first, and then it was shaky start and too much respect giving to the Indian bowlers. Fielding, they were very poor. They dropped the catch of world-class batsman Rohit Sharma, and then bowling. Obviously, I mean, if you have runs on the board like 237, I think it was true pitch, and the ball was coming nicely on the bat. I think 237. Wasn't enough total on the board, but again, I mean, I would say that there is no one in the bowling unit looks like that they are threatening to Indian or wicket-taking deliveries. When it was like completely failure from Pakistan.
Ajit made a very good point. This is rarely seen in Pakistan cricket where you don't have a wicket-taking bowler. I mean, where is that coming from? Where's that wicket coming from?
We asked the question at halftime. Mohammad Amir, when it doesn't swing, what's his plan B? I would still think he's a world-class bowler. I mean, if you disagree, I don't know. But if he's a world-class bowler,
but
you
you see his actual deliveries, Ronak.
Yeah.
Did one ball swing, or was there one ball that was quick, or was there a short ball that they were not able to play? Was there a slower delivery that he got the batsman to drive? Was there a Yorker?
I mean, I'm not understanding this, because Mohammad Amir seems to be a world-class bowler. Hassan Ali's got such reputation. India made them look pretty ordinary.
Yeah, I think they bowled ordinary as well. I don't think India just made them look ordinary. It's very hard on those sorts of surface to really trouble the batsman, but at least the intent is there. I mean, anyway you're losing, there seemed no fire. Just pretty flat. I mean,
you made a very good point about the temperament as well. I just wonder whether the same bowling attack against another opposition will look a lot better. These days, when they're playing against India, are they a little timid? Is that the word?
Yeah,
we use off air. It seems like they come into the match feeling defeated.
I'll go to Sakleen for this. Sakleen, you've played in an era where Pakistan was so good against India, and there was this genuine desire to beat India, and I'm sure it's the other way around too. India had it, but they probably didn't have the results. If you were the Pakistan captain or the Pakistan coach right now, you had this bunch of players, you've seen 2 heavy defeats to India, what do you tell them?
In my time, Wazim and Waka, they used to lead, they used to talk very positively in the dressing room. And we used to feel that, when I newly came into the Pakistan squad, I used to feel that, we are going to win the game. Before the game, we used to have that belief. I mean, if you see that, if you see that, now it looks that when our boys goes in the ground, their walk, it doesn't seem that they are quite confident, and but Indian, to be honest, they've been playing. They are playing
also when you have limited ability.
Cricket.
I don't know whether you can have the self-belief, you can have all the self-belief.
It's one thing for
I mean,
Wasim
there
and
is-
Waqar to tell his team.
Exactly,
Is
because they had
Sarfaraz
the
Ahmed's
track
that?
record of winning,
Yeah.
which they could use to get confidence. But when you have limitations in your ability, how much can you drive yourself?
There is a gulf between the two teams.
Yeah,
It is
of
pretty
quality
evident.
and
there
ability.
There
Yeah.
might be an odd occasion where Pakistan will beat India, but in general, if you look in terms of quality, whether it's bowling or batting, there is a huge
Absolutely
gulf.
right.
This is still the team.
And many
yes,
times,
yes, Saklan.
sorry, and many times, during the match, they used to come and they used to say, "Give me the ball, give me the ball, and I'll do something for the team."
Yeah.
I mean, if you see that today, Amir bowled just 2 overs, and then a captain said, "Okay, thank you. I want to, another bowler." When he just walk off, I mean, you have to go and say, "No, I want to." Give me the ball, and I want to do something for team.
Yeah, I mean, off-air,
Wazim and Waka, many times they said, "This is my time now. Give me the ball, and I,
I mean,
will do
let's be
something."
fair.
for
We are
you."
talking of two of the greatest bowlers
Yeah,
that played
yeah,
the game in
yeah.
Wasim Waqar together, and add to that the host of supreme talent Pakistan.
but
had.
simple example. I mean, we were off air, and Amir, when he came back, got hit straight. Great drives by Shikhar Dhawan.
Right.
Got hit once, and Sanjay made the same point. Just came and bowled another ball similar to that, just on a length, hoping
Hassan
that
Ali as well.
he does,
Yeah.
or makes a mistake, the batsman.
Yeah, didn't look aggressive when he was getting hit. It was like, oh no, walking back, and there's no sort of glaring at the batsman and feeling, aggressive and wanting to come back at the batsman. Yeah, maybe I'm having an off day. So I think I see this team who feels that they have. I think they come into the game looking at a superior opposition now. Whether it transpires on the field is another matter, but inside I think they're defeated more.
Okay, so if you have to turn this around, Sir Klein, and there's every chance Pakistan might still make the final, so they've got another encounter against India in less than 4 days' time, 5 days' time. Is it just a question of ability, which you can't do too much about, but how much of it is just temperament? How much of it is just mental? Someone making them feel good about playing India?
If you see that, this game is all about self-belief, not just believing on your skills. You have to believe on each other as well. It's a team game. You need to support each other. You got to believe on each other. And this is the way actually the team fights. If you're not believing on your mate, it'll be so difficult for the whole team. And I think they are lacking of self-belief and believing on each other. That is the problem. And obviously we are seeing that the batting unit is not performing well. And they are looking at each other. The things doesn't work like that. And I think they need a lot of mentoring. They need to sit and they need to talk and they need to actually
they can
back
beat
each other.
India if Fakhar Zaman gets
Yes.
31 and goes on to get 100. That's how they beat India in the Champions
So it
Trophy.
needs individual brilliance.
Yeah,
One guy
Sarfaraz got around 44, Shoaib Malik got a 70, around 70, didn't get a big one. So the odd occasion when they can beat India is when these guys go on to get a big 100, put up maybe 300 runs on the board and then hopefully have a day of their own.
and take the catches, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Shaheen Afridi.
Plus,
I feel
I mean,
Yeah.
where is that
Yeah.
X factor in their bowling? I mean, Saklan could help us. Are there somebody outside the squad who can get wickets in the middle or with the new ball or in the death?
But I'm amazed by having this conversation because we were just praising Hassan Ali for all of 2017 because he did exactly that for Pakistan. He got wickets in the middle
And so
was
much
used
hype
in the middle
around
when no
Mohammad
one-
Amir before a Pakistan-India-Pakistan match.
Is this just a temporary sort of phase or is it just that they're playing a superior
They'd be
team?
hoping it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, it looked pretty flat. I mean, most way through that innings, India was just so comfortable, the batsmen. I mean, as well as they've batted, it was just too comfortable.
let's go to the batting, Sakland, because it, like Sanjay said, we saw the Champions Trophy final. It took a knock of individual brilliance from, say, a Fakhar Zaman. Would you
Mohammad
want him to
Hafiz
be,
got a 50 of 30,
Would
down the order.
Would you want less talk, in fact, or just more expression? You feel like they overcomplicated today with the approach with the bat early on?
Look, early on they had, they had no plan. You could see Fakhar changed his game. The way he used to play, he wasn't playing like that. And then again, too much respect. They gave it to the bowlers. They don't know actually how to rotate the strike. There are no singles. 140 plus dot ball. Too many.
Yes.
Too many in modern cricket. And you're playing in UAE. And Sarfaraz came in, obviously, everyone was talking about his form, about his batting. And I think he played, he gave time to himself. And I think he played for himself first. He was actually trying to do something for himself. And he was nothing for Pakistan.
I think Ajit is
You can't
absolutely
win
right.
like that. You can't win like that.
Sure.
You have to play. Okay,
Yeah.
give yourself few overs, assess the pitch, and then play for the country.
Yeah,
Then
but
play for
just
the
a bit
country.
too
I
much
mean,
of a
you can't
gulf
play for
between the two
yourself.
teams on quality and ability. There's still the same kind of hype, but the ground realities today are completely different from what they were 15 years back.
Okay.
I think Sanjay
Yes.
Bhai,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Sanjay Bhai, sorry to interrupt you guys.
Sure.
I think Sanjay Bhai, they have the ability, but they have the lack of confidence or lack of faith on each other. I think
Right.
they are not playing as a team. Fielding is poor, batting is not working properly, uh, and the bowling is, you know, not
But
helping them.
secondly, these are
So
conditions that
they
Pakistan
have
have
the
been playing
ability.
in for a long time. In fact, that's a team that's played most on these grounds. So it's surprising to see them bat in this fashion, the bowling as well. So I'm not sure about the ability. In fact, they should feel at home batting in these conditions, and that hasn't happened. So barring the Champions Trophy final, if you look at all the recent encounters, India have looked the far superior side, and I don't think it's just a mindset issue. It will be unfair in
The
Pakistan
other,
if we just call them, like they are not applying themselves, they don't want to win or not playing as a cohesive unit. I played in a team that had limitations in ability. It's not easy to win by just, being spirited and motivating each other. It all comes down to your final ability as players.
but if you see that the Indians, in terms of skills and ability, they are far superior at the moment.
Yeah.
They are far superior. The way they are playing, it looks so difficult. I mean, they know exactly how to work against the Pakistani batsmen, and they are not playing they are not playing their natural game. And I think they have the ability, but there is some kind of a blockage in the head.
Yeah.
All right, let me put the final word.
I know that feeling, actually.
Pakistan are saving their best for the final. Let's leave it at that.
Will they be in the final? Because they'll have to be better than Bangladesh
yes,
and Afghanistan.
assuming they beat Bangladesh, and I'm sure Pakistan fans would hope so, that in spite of all those one-sided defeats, when it matters the most, hopefully we'll see a better contest. Let's focus on India, the team that actually won this one, because they've done pretty much everything right. After losing the toss, managed to choke Pakistan through the course of that innings, took their catches, excellent in the field, and then when they came out, which was exactly what we've come to expect from Shikhar and Rohit. I don't know if we can say anything about Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma that we
But it's the
haven't
bowling that
already.
won India the game.
Yeah.
237 was no score on this
But
pitch.
we still
so
say,
the
Sanjay,
bowlers
that
once again set up
couple
the
of
win
wickets
for.
early, couple of wickets early, middle order. That's
Yeah,
not.
it must
Who did
Yeah,
we
nice.
call the winners at the middle
Yeah.
stage of the match? You asked all of us who's going to win. So India had almost won the game when their
Yeah.
bowlers did a terrific job.
I mean,
So once again, the
210
bowlers
between
winning the
these
game.
two, though. It's one thing to chase down a moderate score.
It must
To
be
chase
nice
it,
being
this
a-
kind of muscle, my God. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the way they both bat.
Yeah.
I mean, once they are in, I think there's very few bowlers in the world who can stop them, and this attack looked pretty ordinary. I mean, some of the top bowlers in the world might have struggled in those conditions against these two. Different with against the white ball, Shikhar Dhawan. I mean, he just looks a different player than what
Yeah.
we've seen the red ball. I think the middle order must be a nice place
Yeah.
to be at the moment.
Yeah, but
no real
has to
pressure.
come and just get 15-20 runs must be very
No,
tense.
The cynic that I am, I can't help but think right through the Champions Trophy, entering the final, that's exactly what I feared.
Yeah.
They do it so easy, so if it does ever, they're exposed
Somebody's
on a big
got to get a
stage.
big 100.
Yeah.
If they're not going to chase, then somebody's got to get a big score. Shoaib Malik gets another one down the order. Set India 280, 290 to win, then maybe we would have a game.
It has been our story India's story over
Yes.
the last few couple of years now. I think the top three have done the job every time India's won. Most times that India's won. I think and every time they've sort of had a tough game. The top three, I think India's struggled.
Let's not for 1 second discount the efforts of the bowlers in making this the game that it was, or setting it up.
Exactly
Jasprit
what I
Bumrah, 2 for 29 of 10 today.
I doubt there are too many bowlers as consistent as him
Yeah.
in one-day cricket or T20 cricket. I think just and a good pitch today, really good pitch. Okay, maybe Pakistan were a bit too watchful at the start, but the consistency doesn't change. The pace is up there. Bowls Yorkers at will, even when the ball's not reverse swinging, which is a tough thing to do when the ball's going straight. To nail the Yorkers consistently, that's just skill.
Yeah.
And how hard he works at that.
And Kulcha were back, Kuldeep Yadav and Chahal. That
Did
is
you
a new
coin
thing.
that term?
Yeah. I mean, it's no, I didn't coin it. It's been done before. You haven't heard it?
No, I have heard it, but I want to know where it originated
So last
from.
match they were wicketless, which is a rare scenario. Jadeja took all the wickets. Kuldeep, gets the crucial ones again. He got two set batsmen out on 30 and 40, and then Chahal comes and takes Imam and Arif. So stifling the innings has become the hallmark of Indian bowling.
I know they don't have a
For-
third
nobody's
seam.
getting-
four guys who
Yeah.
can do that, which
Exactly.
then makes
The
life
difference
of the
that
So we're
champions.
looking at
Pakistan don't
Pakistan's
have.
bowling attack, finding that wicket taker in their bowling attack. India have got four. Bumrah is a wicket taker. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has proved he can get wickets. There's Chahal, there's Kuldeep Yadav, Jadeja in that one match, but we can't call him a wicket taker
Sure.
yet. But just superior team. Unfortunately, in the 90s, Pakistan was the superior team. India wasn't. I think they have
Turned around. Sakleen, very quickly from you, the one thing I liked is that they don't have a third seamer, so they have to bowl a little at the death. But 4 out of the last 10 bowled by Kuldeep and Chahal between the 40th and the 50th over. It's not a bad theory. If you've got a leg spinner who doesn't mind bowling in the death or even a wrist spinner, not a bad theory, isn't it?
I think I'll give a lot of credit to Rohit that he brought Chahal against Asif. It's a brave move from Rohit. That shows that he has so much faith on his spinners, and he doesn't mind to bring when our power hitter was playing. Firing. He brought he brought Chahal, and I think I'll give a lot of credit to Rohit.
Sakleen used to bowl in the death for Pakistan for a
Yes.
number of matches. He was actually the death bowler for Pakistan. You can imagine how good he was.
All right. Very quickly, just some numbers if you enjoy them. Shikhar Dhawan, Rohit Sharma, partnership with the bat after Kuldeep and Yuzvendra Chahal's partnership with the ball. It's a number that few fans from the 90s will be quite surprised to see because that's where they go. They go above Sehwag and Tendulkar for the most century partnerships for the opening wicket in ODIs. They've got it's not bad company to be behind. Greenwich Haynes, Gilchrist Hayden and Ganguly Tendulkar. You'd think with the way things are going and with how much easier it seems to have gotten to get hundreds.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't compare eras.
Yes.
I think all those are from, Greenwich and Haynes are even further back, but but that's still a phenomenal record.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes life of all the other batsmen so easy. And then there's Virat Kohli who's not even here. So that top three must be tough to bowl at. I don't
And
know.
it's a good number to bat.
Yeah,
Number 1, 2, 3 in 50 overs cricket, especially on flat pitches. If you're a decent player, you'll get runs.
I think you'd get runs now also batting at number 3 in this with these pitches.
Well,
and
what can I
whatnot.
say?
I think you would also. But anyway, Sakleen, looking ahead to the next game, very quickly a final thought from you. Would you make personnel changes, if at all? I see a lot of comments from the Pakistan fans questioning
Personnel
Asif
as in the
Ali
players in the team,
from the
not
11,
support staff.
From the 11, not support staff. From the 11, Sakleen, next game Bangladesh, would you make some changes?
I think I'll bring Fahim Ashraf, and probably I'll give rest to Hassan Ali.
Very well. All right, now we have to, at this point, record this moment as part of history. So I am delighted to take out my Vivo V11 Pro, and if I could just get the three of you ready as I unlock this with
What
the
about you?
in-display. No, y'all are the stars with the
you can take a
in-display
selfie.
fingerprint
But you
scanning
are
that this phone
superstar.
has.
Yeah.
What,
Did
for
hear
all
that?
you know, I'll take a selfie, and not just disguise all of you. But this moment in history is being recorded. India's first 9-wicket win over Pakistan.
Let me put on the selfie or whatever the pout for the.
There we are, and how about that? Brilliant, done. Now, how about that?
Oh, nice.
Our
was
lovely
quick.
Vivo V11 cell phone picture with the AI dual camera.
It is a good one.
It is a good one, isn't it? How good do all of y'all look? Very well. That is a wrap. Many thanks to Ajit Agarkar, Sanjay Manjrekar and Sakleen Mushtaq. We will continue getting their thoughts as the business end of the Asia Cup comes around. The story on Sunday from Dubai is that India have once again registered a big win against Pakistan. See you again soon. Until then, from all of us at ESPN Cricket for Matchday, our technology partner Vivo, it's bye-bye.